very much used to seeing. But I think the bigger question on my mind right now, Caedrel, is Treatz, Jenax, Nidalee, Renekton. It's a combo that's been around for a very long time, one that we haven't seen really be very popular in EU or banned out when it was at its most popular. Now to see what Treatz can do here, because Nidalee not a very forgiving jungler.
Contest it, and now he's healthy, and he's around mid. 2 hours pretty low here.
Jankos stepping forward, still has the flash, hasn't really given up too much yet despite losing that early crab. Ward going down on for 2 hours to flash forward, now walking forward, making sure he can make his way out. 2 hours though, still in the, but he's gonna go down. Flash, no, maybe Scuttle Crab movement speed might just be enough.
E here.
Renekton also on the way in. 2 hours now zooming forward, that's the distance. 2 hours going to make it out.
For Dragon as well, and you can see Treatz on the minimap here, looking on the top side for some camps to steal away, for some kind of benefactor for losing the Dragon, but doesn't find anything. Maybe he just wants to re-gank top. He might jump over this wall. There's a ward in river, which he saw Wunder take earlier on when they had it warded themselves, and this wave is still pushing into Jenax. He has the Fury if he wants to look for the stun. And Treatz, if this doesn't work out, it would be a horror for him.
Dash, lead forward with the Spectral Maw. Spear's going to connect this time. Wunder can try to flash out to safety, and he is going to do so. Nidalee going to try to clean, but that's just enough healing. Ticking down, Treatz now leaping out. It's a disaster. The Spear not quite enough. Wunder is still alive. He'll coming in for Treatz. Wunder should still go down here, but maybe he can make it a 1-for-1. He continues to walk forward. He continues to threaten. Now going to leap forward with the Spectral Maw. A bit more damage, not nearly enough. Wunder a bit too confident there on the outplay.
Mid lane.
Now good damage. 2 hours going to drop in the mid lane. First death at 4:15 minutes. Jankos grabs that one.
Yeah, G2 top side, and it did actually work out in the end.
And it is a very big deal. We've talked about it already. Nidalee's a champion that can feel very, very impactful if she gets going in the early game. Hold that thought as Unbreakable comes out. Ulti now going to come down. Rekkles just going to heal, going to come out. It's going to be good damage. Ticking, burning, and is going to fall. Mickey going to grab that kill. A bit of a head scratcher there. Total confidence from G2.
Leave the lane and move towards the river to help out his team on this Herald. But G2 doesn't look like they're going to give it up. You can see Jankos and Mickey around, hard trading mid.
1-2 looking for 3 and 4. Can't find the final auto. They do. He's going to tick and burn. Excellent use of the ulti and the Braum passive there. G2 going to find it. Finally able to get that tower dive. Jesiz tries to go in bot lane. It turns against them. And now Jezu could be the one who's in trouble here. Rekkles though staying focused on the tower and the minions.
Really good transition of pressure from G2. They knew that Jesiz was on a Herald, so what they did was they took the short path through mid because they had the push into their jungle and made sure they could zone away Jesiz, but he's going in.
Flash forward, confidence, Unbreakable comes up just in time, but Mickey will get burnt down here. Rekkles going to leap out to safety, Treatz in the area. Jankos going to need to back away, but a sidestep on the spear means there's not going to be any follow-up.
Too, so I'm expecting around 3 to fall before G2 can start answering back, and SK probably just have to back off.
Yeah. Herald dropped a bit early there to try to get it scratched at the same time as the wave means
Rekkles is quite far ahead on this Tristana already. Didn't get the kill in the 2v2, he got the assist, but SK might want to set up here. Rekkles.
CC. Spear lands from downtown. Rekkles now in trouble to flash out to safety. The leap out as well. They're going to turn their attention back towards Mykix. The knockup is there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Mickey. Do they have the damage finished off? Flash forward. Mickey ticking, burning. Red Smite's going to be enough, and Treat's going to grab that one. Thumbs up on the way out.
Oh, feels good for the jungle. You've seen G2 do so well this week.
And iconic, I think, of the H2K era Jankos, H2K era Jankos as well, who was just the active ganker, the first Blood King if we want to get deep into the narrative, but now the Drake going down
across the board, just up in XP and levels. Look at Caps, almost 40s he has ahead.
Yeah, Cap's certainly very comfortable. Obviously the beneficiary of a decent amount of attention and a very explosive mid lane matchup. So now TP comes bot lane. Wunder's going to be in the area. Eyes on the Spectral Maw. Where's the stun going to go? But waiting, just holding on for now. Goes invisible. He's going to lock up Jesiz. Easy chain CC there. Zenith Blade comes out, but the Gravity Field still catches him, and that's the pick onto Jesiz.
Yeah, Jesiz went in there and dropped the ward. I think he wanted his team to TP in and try to match the play to look for a turn, but I think they realized they were at numbers too late.
TP in the top lane as well, coming in for Jenax, but Wunder already on top of Renekton and trading aggressively. Forcing him back for now. This could be second Herald, not nearly as impactful. Stun does manage to land on a Mykix. He's going to try to use Wunder to leap back to safety as Jankos speeds his way out of there. Jesiz, no ultimate available. Are they going to commit? Treatz just does a ton of damage there. Level 10. Mickey only level 7. They're chasing down Zenith Blade. Where's it going to go? Mykix, they're not even going to give him the time to flash forward. The Shield of Daybreak. Ignite now ticking. Meanwhile, the mid lane Rekkles is pushing forward, but it's Mickey who's going down here on the top side. No, just barely managing to live.
Yeah, and he still has the flash, but look at the
mid lane tower on the side of G2 as well as bot lane, which means this Dragon in 48 seconds. Very easy for them to set up the necessary vision. Look for this pick on Jesiz. Poke him out. Do the damage necessary and find the kill because they control this side of the map. They have the vision. Jesiz, a CC lands. Treatz has the damage to try to finish a kill quickly. That could be what gives them an edge in this fight, but with the Herald now used bot lane. It's a pressure point that 2 hours is forced to respond to. G2 should shred through this quickly, but Jenax and Treatz are stepping forward. Jezu on the backside. Jesiz nowhere to be found, though. Now finally coming into the fight, but Treatz is just getting chunked out. He does a lot of damage, but he takes a lot of damage back in return. Not able to find a spear, just getting poked away by the Viktor. Uncontested Drake in the end picked up by G2. SK posturing like they might be. This play has worked once before. They've tried it certainly a few times. Stealth now coming out, but Wunder walking right into enemy territory. The ulti, of course, though, makes him unstoppable. Well used there.
Yeah, good reaction time. Now the TP's coming in here from Caps, and Jankos chasing down Jezu. There's a lot of fighting.
Just trying to distract Treatz, keep him out of the fight. Caps now running forward. Jesiz is very squishy. Goes back in onto Caps, though. Twohoyrz is in the area. Maybe they can shut down Caps. They just one-shot him. The shutdown is there, but now it is Treatz who's in trouble. Concussive blows ticking. There's no way Nidalee makes it out of that one. It's a 1-for-1.
That's the power of the Tristana Braum. If they can get that passive stacked up, Tristana does so much damage.
Doesn't feel like it's really in either of these teams' sights quite yet, but G2 maybe can just play for the Dragon Soul here. As Wunder's getting more and more comfortable in this matchup. Dominance coming out. Jenax wants to turn it back. As Fury, but Spectral Maw connects. Good healing coming in for Wunder. Ulti comes in. Jenax taken out, and that's the power of Viego and a side test here up against Jankos in terms of smites. Most of them have been buffs, but maybe, just maybe, he can out-smite here in the individual exchange. Certainly Nidalee has more up or a burst damage to take that down, but maybe SK just want to go for the full-on fight. That's the dominance now coming out. Marked up is Jenax. Concussive blows coming in. Treatz just wants to finish that one, and it looks like they are going to be able to burn it down. Well played by the side of SK. If they can get out with their lives, it will absolutely be worthwhile. Jez is just going to go down. In the meantime, Jenax in the backline buying space for the rest of the lineup. SK will retreat, but they're not going to give up the soul.
Yeah, somewhat sloppy execution there from G2, letting SK walk in and not towards the Baron now. Yes, you don't get the Ocean Soul, but maybe you can pick up the Baron. It's a 5v3. Rekkles is going in.
Going in. Mickey using him as a taxi to leap forward now. Concussive blows coming in. Treat's going to be in trouble, but he doesn't get marked up. Now it's Wunder off to the side, fishing for the Spectral Maw. We'll find 2 hours. That's going to be 1 stack, 2 stack, 3. Immediately, Blade of the Rune King procs that one so fast. Caps now following up in the meantime, and G2 can certainly
started it up. He needs vision on this if he wants to look for it.
4K, it's getting so low. Viego, Tristana just absolutely obliterate this objective. That's going to be Baron to G2. Treatz has to be careful here. Rekkles leaps out. 5 members of G2 making it out with Baron.
Game long, because G2 are forced to back away. They're a little bit out of tempo here, and that's the problem with taking Baron, but it is a Baron buff. So trading Baron from mid-tier 1, obviously
here, Caedrel. They've got the Orianna for wave clear, but the Nidalee and the Ezreal are going to have a hard time landing skill shots when G2 can just stand behind these Baron-empowered minions and start to pressure in.
Yeah, they don't have that much. You can see G2 playing on 2 lanes. Caps is the split pusher in a sense, but I think he'll start to move with his team soon, or the team will move to him. So after that mid-tier 2, you are going to get taken down. But for now, G2 just playing on top and mid, ignoring bot waves, because there's no real towers there apart from tier 3, but fighting mid.
Jenax now going to be in trouble, has to burn the dominance, but he still just gets burnt down. Wunder can now get the reset as they push in. The possession is still going to be available. Now can threaten the backline, double dash through the creeps, leap in onto Jezu. He's a Renekton and a Viego, but unstoppable, but not unkillable. He is going to get burned down. Treatz finishes that one. Big shutdown onto Wunder. Maybe, just maybe, SK can defend the base, but G2 remain undeterred. The Baron buff backing them up. They will break the inhibitor, but Jankos getting shredded down. Treatz in the midst of everybody. He goes gold, just bought that Zanya's in time. Still going to get shredded, still going to get knocked down, and now G2 might just look for the win. Tier 2s be damned. They find the fight that they needed, and G2 are going to break the base.
Yeah, SK are the ones forcing the engage there, but Jezu just turned and say, what the hell are you doing? And they just managed to clear them up. They are going to be able to end the game on this Baron. And SK, I think that engage, they just went a little bit too desperate there. Dropping the mid inhibitor wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but G2 pick up a few kills. They're going to pick up the Nexus, and they're going to do classic G2 style, where they farm some damage dealt on the fountain. Quick 27-minute win there for G2. Didn't drop the ball too many times.
Yeah. Overall, big improvement for Wunder today compared to yesterday. Clearly very comfortable in that Viego. You can see why it was prioritized for him. Feels like a bit of an inevitable force in that side lane, even up against another powerful champion in the Renekton. G2 with the